We're live.
Exactly. Munir, what's going on? Nice to see you today.
Nice to see you, Rob. As you can see, we have a wonderful guest.
We do. And actually, I was wondering, yo, Munir, who's in the room with us today?
So, Rob, I am really, really excited to introduce us to Heidi Bianchi. She is the founder of the Bridge Event Agency, a boutique event agency that creates high impact corporate events, intentional team meetings, and meaningful gatherings that drive connections and results. And Rob, because that has been so much in our LinkedIn feed about how AI and the movement of marketing from all this digital and AI slop to actual real connections with people makes this even more special because Heidi's going to illuminate how real in-person events help us connect and help business people market, but also drive connections with their customers and make better experiences. Heidi's got over 2 decades of experience, including 12 years leading events and strategy at Silicon Valley Bank. And she has a reputation for designing experiences that are going to connect us. She is passionate about building community through intentional gatherings and helping her clients bring their stories, Rob, because that's what we talk about all the time, stories to life. Heidi, welcome.
That's a lot of I have to live up to here, so no pressure, no pressure.
Well, Heidi, not only that, I was actually hoping you could tell us if in real life events are going to save our fractured, polarized society as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's all. That's
I got a lot riding on in person here, so I'm hoping that you
me
have good
too, Rob,
news.
me too. Oh my God. So yes, I guess the answer immediately is yes, it will. For us all.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we definitely believe in that. And Heidi, I think I have been, because Rob always asks me what's in my LinkedIn feed. And what's always great is Heidi is always at some amazing, interesting place doing amazing, interesting things with people. So,
Yes.
if you can talk about, something that's happened over the last 6 to 12 months, what's your favorite event? You don't have to be specific about clients if there's NDA things, but just tell us like what was the most exciting thing that's happened in the last 6 to 12 months in the event space at your agency.
I think this last month, even so, the month of October, we did 13 events. So in 1 month. So that's pretty exciting for a company that's been around officially like 3.5 years. So October is a big month for events in general all over the country, not just the Bay Area. I'm based in the Bay Area. I've done what I'm seeing and what my clients are doing is, they're really wanting to bring their clients together. So they are doing whatever they can to have everyone gather and meet and connect. And the biggest thing that I see and that I push for is the why. Why are we doing this?
Right.
I ask that almost every single meeting, like, why? Why are we doing X? Well, it's to do this. Well, that's actually not what you're doing. like, okay. Is it to connect because you have no breaks, you have no purpose for connecting, you're just talking to them for a day? Like, is it to have fun? Because I don't see fun here. Is it like why? I ask that all the time. I think that's what I'm seeing and what I'm pushing for and what I'm passionate about bringing together the why. So,
And have you seen that people come to you with a formulated idea what they want? Do they know how it fits with their brand? Or are you sitting there going, I understand, but now I'm going to ask the whys to really connect you with, what it is that you're doing.
yeah, it's funny because I always feel like everyone has their day job and then their side job is event planning. So, yes, you're the world's best VC, you're the world's best AI specialist, but oh, wow, you also do events. I had no idea. So, they are coming to me being like, we want it this day and this time and this place, and here's our agenda. And I'm like, what the actual are you doing? Like, let me help you make it better. Like, I want you to focus on the content and getting the right people in the room. I don't want you worried about the food at the break. I don't want you worried about like what the AV screens look like and if the mic's gonna work. Like, I've got you. I am your logistics like ninja. Um, and I'm fine with like the location and the date and whatever, but like sometimes they just get really in the weeds on things, and like I know you need to be involved and aware in the budget and everything, but like let me do my thing. Like I really will make your life easier if you kind of let go of some of that like event planning that you think you know what you're doing. So
Love it.
so
Uh,
yeah, I mean, and overall, like events are hot. Like my LinkedIn is all people at events. They're
right.
showing off where they are, what they're doing, the flex in the room, who's in the room, that kind of thing. So,
As you're
We've
designing those experiences, are you
mhm.
thinking about helping the client pre-seed, like talk early about the event, invite? Are you thinking about the content when you're thinking about that room and those screens? Are you thinking about digital also when you're designing your experiences?
So oddly, no. It's really so the digital piece is like photos and capturing the moment, but there's not. I'm not seeing anyone wanting to stream it because my events are small. They want to keep it in the room. They're fine with the people in the room sharing what's happening, but they're not looking to like broadcast this to. Oh, sorry you missed it. Here's a link. Go watch it. It's very much in the room, in the space, but I am thinking about moments of like what will it look like when you take a picture, and are you seeing a blank wall? Are you seeing, like
Yeah,
are you seeing their branding? Like I
right.
think the biggest thing is like where are the branding moments so that people know like what the hell, who, where are you, and who is paying for you to be there. Like I
Yeah,
think that's important.
yeah,
So
Well, you know, we have come a long way in a short period of time where I immediately think back to COVID and how that impacted events and how quickly almost it seems like maybe it wasn't quickly at the time when you're in it, but the rebound and where we are now in terms of our craving, and I don't think that's just me who wants to be in real life, but we have a society, certainly in our industries, we want to be together. So I'm curious the learnings that came out of what was likely a very tumultuous time for you, certainly a tumultuous time for your business, and where we are now. If you can kind of flash back a little bit for us and then take
yeah,
us on this journey to present.
we all have like the COVID PTSD. I think I'm still always like that happened. That's so weird. Like what? We were all just home? Like what? Yeah, we were home and we were doing virtual events. And again, I think it went to the why. Like why were we doing those? Like a few were to educate, a few were to like keep us all connected. I'm a majority. We're trying to do that. Like, look, we're leading us all still being together, and that was important at the time. And I think the why really hasn't changed. It's just like we don't want to be in our house doing it.
yeah,
So we actually, and I think there's just a big piece of like the the interactions that happen spontaneously when you're together. It's not as prescriptive. Like, oh, I didn't realize so and so would be here. I haven't seen them. Or, oh gosh, I've been wanting to meet you because you're in my LinkedIn feed and I see you everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm with a real live LinkedIn celebrity in my feed. Like, that's kind of fun too. Um, so again, I don't think the why has changed. I just think like where we're doing it is different. So, and I do think that we all had a time to think about who we wanted to be with. So I think we were a little bit more selective of how we wanted to spend our time, because like time is our ultimate commodity, right? So we have it's the most limited thing we have. So it's like, okay, I choose to go to my bank's event, or I choose to go to my kids' school event, or whatever it is, like how we choose where we go and how we spend our time, I think has been a little bit more like focused for all of us, because we're just like, am I going to get on a plane, go do this, see these people for a day, and then go back and then resume my life again? So I think we've all just had a moment to be a little bit more specific on how we wanted to spend our time and with who. So
That's a profound statement. I love that. You gave me chills just thinking about the time is the most valuable commodity piece, and the and connecting that with the why and the I want to then go somewhere to connect
yeah.
with someone, and it, like
Mm-hmm.
to your point, and it's a bank or my bank, and that's powerful too. My bank, like that's a great insight.
Yeah, whoever's inviting you, like it's personal to you. Like, why are they inviting me? How come I'm with these people? Like, there's just a lot of pieces to it, and then behind the scenes, the logistics to make it all happen and make it feel special for those in the room. That's what I love to do. That's really where I shine. Like, okay, what does it feel like when I arrive? Is the hotel ready for me? Is
Mm-hmm.
the group ready to greet me? Are they like scrambling to find my name? Like, and if they are they like interacting with me in a way that I feel welcome? I also want to like spend a moment talking about the like bio books that are put together. Like, there's a piece of like who's coming and who I want to meet and who is my host. I was just at something the other day and I was like, who the hell is the host? Who's paying for me to be here? Like, I'm not invited to too many things. So when I am, I might be a little judgy. But that's what makes me good at what I do, right? I'm like a little judgy. So I mean, I think it was a lovely event, and I'm like, who the hell are the people that brought me here, and why did they bring me here? Is it just to hang out with people I don't know? So if someone is taking the time to put together a book of like who's going to be there, I would spend the time to look at it and not just look at what they wrote about you, because that's usually what I get the most comments on. Like, my title has changed. It's like, okay, you, okay, we'll fix your title. Like, congrats, snowflake. But I look at it as like, who the hell do I want to meet? Who's going to be there? Like, what do I have to offer these people? What do they have to offer me, so that like I'm getting something a little bit more of out of it than just showing up, listening, learning. Like, I would be more prescriptive about how I show up, if that's available to me. So
It speaks to your why question, right? It's like you're
yeah.
communicating the why, and that becomes important.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed what I think about a lot, and especially as you're talking through some of the things that are super important, especially as it pertains to your job and extracting value for your clients. What are some common things that people don't think about? I saw recently on your LinkedIn feed, you were talking about the pause, and we also talk
Oh
about the
yeah,
pause as well.
yeah.
And I'm curious, what are, if you had two or three really important things that people should be thinking about when they're hosting events, what are common areas that they don't consider?
I think number one is like who is there, and I think it goes back to like the ask and offer. Like, we have brought you all here specifically to learn about X, or to experience X, or to network with each other. Well, who the hell is here? Like, I think that gets lost. Like, if your goal is networking, don't have a full day of content and then be like, okay, now here's your happy hour to go network. Like, too late. Like, the opportunity is missed. Like, I want to know in the beginning who's there, who's at my table, who's the host, who is like, and then it's like, okay, I've met this group. Now I want to go meet the next table or the next group? Like, how do you disperse those interactions? I think that needs to be thought of a little bit more, Rob, that you were talking about. And the white space. I do think that it again goes to that time factor. Like, that's our time. Like, how are we using these breaks? Is it just to go to the bathroom and race back in for more content, or is it like we do want people to connect, we're going to make this a little longer? And the other piece too is like people are still working. Like, so is the break like, okay, we're going to give you 40 minutes, which is like no one does this. No one does this. Is the first 20 minutes catch up on all your emails and the next 20 minutes get up and go meet someone? Like, we're going to time it so like you're not sitting there like, okay, hey everyone, we're going to have a break and here's how we're going to structure it. We're going to give you time to like log in, charge your device, reply to like those urgent things, and then the other half we'd like you to like get up and go move around and talk to someone new. Like, I think that there's that piece would be interesting to see rather than like your 10-minute go get a snack and a coffee break. um that's a little bit in that white space. And then there's a piece of like being a good guest. That's like, I mean, I could talk about that a long time. Like, just RSVP and show up. Like, how is that as like a baseline of being a good guest? Like, please don't don't make us invite you 20 times. Don't make us follow up. I mean, we want you to come. You've been invited. Just
Right.
yes or no. Like, you kind of know, right?
Mm.
Like,
Right.
and then when you do show up, like, kind of have an idea of what the hell's going on. Like, I don't know. Like, the break's over. Please
Right.
move back in.
Right.
Don't fight me. Just really like
Right.
I'm the messenger here. You know.
Conference etiquette is something
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I think about all the time because I'm on the vendor side. I'm on the sales side.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
am seeking out those opportunities to make connection and potentially leverage that relationship for a sale, whether that
Yeah.
means identifying a coach or a champion or whatever role this person might play in helping connect me to an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also super cognizant that that is my role at this conference, and that
Yeah. Yeah.
the expectation of these guests is that they're going to be approached by a salesperson wanting to sell them something,
Mm-hmm.
where I, depending on the person's role, have to really understand what their expectations are simply by being an attendee and a guest and being respectful of
Yeah.
that relationship, right? It's something that I think about probably too much, but definitely am cognizant of because I want to be thoughtful of people's time.
It all goes back to that, right? Yeah, I like conference etiquette. Yeah, on the vendor side, as an attendee, as the planner, as the host, like, know your role. I don't know. And if you're not good at something, it's okay. Like,
Right.
if you know as the host, you're like, I am not comfortable doing a fireside chat, or I am not comfortable doing XYZ. Like, it's okay. Own it. Like, find someone on the team who likes it. Let them shine. Be the background person for a minute. You don't have to, because your X title doesn't mean you have to do X role. Like, if you're not good at it, it's okay. Like, because we're all going to know really quickly, like, eek, you are not good at this. Like, like, and then it just puts the whole room a little like, oh no, like, oh boy, like, this is like quickly.
Do you have best practices that because this sounds, role clarity, but also offering people suggestions as opposed to just in the discovery process saying what's your why, but also saying, from my experience, and I've done dozens of these this year alone, I would
Mm-hmm.
recommend X, Y, and
Well,
Z.
it's this dance you have to do. I mean, almost, Robert, the same thing you're saying about being the vendor and like, you're like,
I
I'm
see.
I'm just dating you. Like, we ain't married. So, like, I have to be really careful because it's like, uh, and am I that careful? Not really. I say what I'm thinking or feeling. That's just how I am. I even say that when I'm doing my sales pitch. They're like, "Tell me about your company," and I'm like, "You're gonna get what you get. Like, I'm either a fit for you or I'm not, and that's okay. Like, we have to have a little fun. We're together for this really short window of time. Ideally, we're together next year for this really short window of time. That's the goal. Annual. Hello." But like, there's like a level of trust that has to be built fairly quickly to be like, okay, we're gonna have this wedding and then we're gonna break up. So it's just this weird, like, navigating personalities and roles, and um just making sure everyone feels a little comfortable, and to be able to build that trust where you can speak up and be like, so do we really want to have Heidi do X? Like, she's not good at that. Like, or on site, it comes to the point where you're like, oh, we need to change some things around in the moment, because you can feel the energy or the guests leaving or coming in or whatever for certain things. Like, how do we make changes real time in the moment? And that's really where the trust is like, okay, we have this. Like, I've got you, you've got me. Let's change things to make it better. So, I mean, there's no, like, everyone wants this perfect, like, event plan and production schedule, but there is like nuances to it. Like, every event's different. The people hosting it are different. The people in the room are different. The people in the room, even from the morning to the afternoon, are different. And that's why I do some talks to college kids, and one of my biggest things is like, get up. And they're like, what does that mean? I'm like, you're comfortable sitting at that reg desk. Let me tell you, the hotel comes by. Can we get you a coffee? Can we get you this? And you're like, yes, you're living large at that desk. But if you're sitting there, you don't know what the hell's going on around you. You haven't checked the bathrooms to be like, oh my God. Or you haven't looked around and seen, okay, is there garbage? Is there no garbage? Is the coffee out? I go in the room and I'm like, how do people look? Do they look freezing? Do they look hot? Like, how are we regulating the smallest thing, like temperature in the room? But that involves you getting up and being aware of what's going on around you. So there's no like playbook for that. It's hospitality in my mind. So
Yeah,
that's what I love.
it's Disney used to write books about like the hospitality
Yeah,
aspect of stuff and how to
yeah,
greet people. And you're right. I mean, again, when you're trading your time and you've chosen to be in a room, and if those little details are taken care of, you might not notice the little details yourself, but you know that this event is good. Like, I feel comfortable. I am having a good time.
yeah,
This is great.
yeah,
And it's all that
yeah.
stuff in the background that's making it, like, we talk about it from a brand perspective. It's like, check small things. Like,
Yes,
those
yes.
ways of connecting all those little things to ensure that the overarching experience is just wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you guys go to events, you know what's been good and what's been not good. Like, you've experienced both. Sorry, go ahead, Robert.
No, I was going to say, this
Yeah,
Munir, you're getting to the topic of measurement, and Heidi, for you, success might be a repeat customer, but maybe if there's something more nuanced, are there surveys that you're sending out? Are there other ways in which you're measuring the performance of your team, and the success of an event?
I mean, personally, success to me, obviously, is what number one is. My biggest success is most of my business is referrals. That to me is like, okay, I'm doing a good job. Like, these people have now become like my advocates just by me doing my job. And I think success is also when, like, I'm on site and the hotel or the vendors appreciate how they're treated. Like, my goal always is, because I was on the vendor side of things, that I want the people working for me at every level to feel seen and appreciated. So when I get a note from the rental company being like, the guys on site thanked you for, giving them water. Like, it's basic, you guys. Just treat someone the way you want to be treated. Like, that's success to me. Like, I see how hard they're working. I thank them, I acknowledge them. I like want to make sure that they're comfortable as people, like at every level. That's success to me. I see the surveys go up on the screen, and I take it because I'm like, I think this was a great event. I'm like, 5 stars. Um, but I think it's more the people sending notes after to their hosts, like, or even to me as my clients would, or a text or a Slack or whatever the heck they're communicating with, saying that this client said it was great, we thought it was great, that kind of thing. But the metrics are a little, uh, events metrics are tough. They're just tough. Like, like you could get into like the open rate, the click rate, how many went to the agenda, whatever. But it's like, is that really engagement? I don't know. I don't know. So it's more like, did they leave and we're like, thank you? Like, to me, it's like, oh, or what? What success is? Sitting at the valet waiting for people to get their car and hearing what they're saying to each other.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I learned that. Like, it's funny what you pick up in weird spots. The bathroom, the valet, the line for the coffee. You're like, oh, are they happy? Are they upset? That's when you learn what's really going down.
Yeah. You were saying that you were dealing with smaller sized events. Are you seeing the
Mm-hmm.
size of events increase, decrease over time, or has it been relatively consistent over the last year?
Well, I'm really picky about the size of my events
Okay.
because of the size of the company. So
Hmm.
for me, um, I want to work with like 100, 200-person events because
Hmm.
like then I'm working with someone who's a decision maker and they know, like, big events, big company, many decision makers,
Yeah.
slows the process down.
Right.
But I will say attendance overall has been, I would say, flat. Like,
Hmm.
the group is expecting 100 and they get 100, which
Okay.
I think is crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen it before where like you're expecting 100 and like 50 show up.
Yeah.
That's not great.
Right.
But I think that those clients are being particular about the why.
Hmm.
Um, I have seen some where it's like, I don't want to call it just networking, but like networking. And there's no exact why except to like hang out. Those have
Right.
those have bigger attrition, smaller show up rates.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there sorry, no, me? Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. There was I come from sports and entertainment
Yeah.
as my background. And I remember when a new media company, Billy Penn, came on the scene in Philadelphia, when blogs really started taking hold. And the news industry at the time was really excited about Billy Penn because they were doing grassroots audience development through meetups at bars. Like, meet your favorite blogger at a bar was essentially the foundation of their audience development. And that was really intriguing to me. And bloggers had that level of flexibility where they could show up somewhere. And when I think about the disruption of news and media in general, and I think, events to them are award shows, but they're not micro events. There could be Bravo Fest because Bravo has the scale of that audience to meet that demand. But I am thinking about events being leveraged for audience development. And I'm wondering if there are particular industries that you think should actually be leaning more into events or if that's too like strategic or out there. Um, but that's something that's been on my mind is how news, especially. This is 10 years ago too, by the way. I think COVID and
Mhm.
social media and influencers kind of disrupted that trend of moving to events as audience development. But I do still believe in events as audience development opportunities for brands
Yeah.
and media.
I mean, I think you can use that with like the themes and topics I've seen over the years. Like it's the same kind of thing. Like was it so, every event right now has an AI session or component. I would say last year it was what like each year has like a hot thing that everyone's using in the terms, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, everyone's saying that one thing now. So like if you have a conference that doesn't have AI, like what are you doing? Why are you even meeting? Like you need an AI expert, you need tools and tricks, you need this, but like insert topic AI into each year of a different thing. Like it's like everyone has to get on board. So Robert, you're saying the same thing. Like how are you building this audience development? It's over like a theme, a topic, a community, whatever. But yeah, like that's where it comes from. So everyone's like learning together about the hot thing. I can't wait to see if AI is less longer than this year. Like is it a 2026 topic too? Because it wasn't last year at all.
Interesting.
And this year, every single thing I do has like if you don't have it, like just get out. Like what will it be in 2026?
Are you
It's kind of
creating,
fun.
besides the speaker or tips and tricks, are there things that you're doing with physical location or technology to tie
Mhm.
some of those things together? Or do you look for those things or find new things to bring to your client and go, hey, have you ever seen this thing?
Oh, so yeah, I do that all the time with I'm learning what where I'm lucky is like I'm kind of sitting above a little bit, so I'm learning from each client. Like, oh, this was the hot swag item or oh, or not, or this was and I'll even attend a session if I think it's like, oh gosh, this is something that I can learn and take back with my clients, or even for myself. I did attend a hands-on AI workshop, and I'm like, oh, I can automate this shit, and this is how I do it. God damn, like, let's be more efficient. So I'm always like trying to learn and share. But if there's a speaker or a session topic and I'm like, oh gosh, this person was great, I will definitely tell another client, like, we had this and it was good. Because my clients are very funny. They're like, well, how are we compared to others? And I'm like, you guys are all precious. Like, are you kidding? You're all doing the best job, like with what you have at the moment. So, I do like to like share what I'm learning because like that's part of my value add,
Right.
honestly. Like I'm seeing this trend happen, or everyone's using X platform to invite people. You have to, because that's what you're doing. Like, so I do try to share those with who I'm working with at the time, for sure. Because and
If,
they want to know too. So yeah.
oh yeah, if you have a client who is not had an event strategy before, what
Oh yeah.
three things would you tell them to do to start?
That's funny. I just wrote down first time event. I would say start small. um, and invite more people than you think you need. So they're all like, "Okay, I want 30 people, and I have a list of 35." And you're like, "Oh no, this is danger, danger!" Like you you have to like really like hone in, like, well, I have 35 clients or friends, they'll show up. No, they won't. They're not. They're busy. This goes back to like cast a little wider net, I would say, would be one of the first things. um the other thing I would, like, trust who you're working with, that they have the relationships to make this happen for you. And like really focus on your job of like getting the people in the room and making sure that why and what the content is compelling enough to keep them in the room. I would think those are my top two things. And I again, I would just try to have a little fun with it too, because like, I don't know, events are fun. Like people are excited to come together. Like I try to just keep remembering that when silly things happen. Like this is fun. Like no one gets these experiences that I get doing my job. So like you just got to roll with it. Like that would be my top three.
Do people take events on tour? Like they'll have one event in the Bay and then they'll take that same event and move to Chicago and Austin or
Yeah, I'm seeing that more with like the tech weeks. All the different cities are doing their tech weeks now. LA, New York, Seattle, like Austin. So a lot of the companies are like, okay, we're going to do a tech week in each city and that kind of thing. Um, that's more like field marketing stuff. I don't do as much of that because it is maybe more product based and not like event based or content based. Um, but yeah, I mean that's a big industry, the product marketing events. Like, gosh, I I might be more of a one and done kind of person. I don't know.
but annual.
Be but annual, yeah. Be bright, be brief, be bold, be gone. I don't know. Like as long as like make it happen and then make it happen again. Yeah. Annual. Annual is the key. Yes.
I'm taking
I'll
that
do
that
biannual too. So.
I like it. We just doubled our revenue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll do internal team meetings, and if the company, I like it when it's like the startup and I see the growth and they're doing biannual meetings. That's so fun. You're just like, oh my gosh, I was in the room when it was like 20 of you, and now it's like 80. Like, go you, like it's kind of exciting to be a part of that momentum, even from the sidelines. So
Yeah.
I'm very invested in their success because it's fun to see. Like it has its own energy to it too. So
Yeah. We talk
it's
about that a
infectious.
lot, Rob and I, about the importance of having the why from a brand perspective
Yeah.
internally first. Because if you can tell
Yes.
the story internally, it's a lot easier to tell that story externally.
I I I completely agree. And you can tell who has it down and who doesn't. So I agree with you, Munir, 100% on that.
Amazing. Well, this has been I could go on as it pertains to events, and of course, just your frankness and the joy of speaking with you and gracing us with your presence. Very, very thankful for you coming on and sharing insight into events and best practices and how that actually leverages to audience development and taking care of people and connecting. I love that.
And Rob
Yeah,
Dad has
taking
already
care of
challenged
people.
us to have a Yo Munir event. So Heidi, we're gonna have to talk about how do we get that audience development and get together and hear more from you and actually have a chance to be in real
Yeah,
life with you.
that'd be so fun. I'm all here. I'm here all for a Yobanier event. Wherever you decide to do it, we will come. I'll bring my plus ones that are in my neighborhood, so they would
Amazing,
love it.
amazing. Thank you, Heidi. It's great to see you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Thanks,
Have a good
Sandy.
day, everyone.
Yo!